Hello and welcome to the Cat Collective. I'm Nina, I'm the channel for this channel, and let's start. Yeah. Justice. Ooh. That's what we like, yeah. Passion, bottom of the deck. So I'm drawn to this deck because I want to see if one card comes up. I'm gonna pull 3. Again, Justice, wow. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Zweimal Justice. That was German. 2 times Justice. It even shocked me. It disabled the English function in my brain. Oh, wow. But there's a sign in me speaking German. Usually this doesn't happen. And that's a sign that your ancestors are with you, because I barely ever speak German, like, you know, in my head. And it's just, you know, yeah, see, this is the ancestor card. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, access. I'm drawn to get out this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so you got glimpses in your dream world to lighten your load. And you want to heal, right? You want to heal completely. But you are wondering why your kitchen still looks like this. Like your mental kitchen, maybe. Right? Why is it like that? You know, with the exclamation mark. It's like, why? So, because the ancestor card, you know, this cave drawing, came up also. And almost, you know, the point of contraception, you know? When 1 becomes 2, it's this past thing, right? It's this, you want to heal the past, you know? You have got the very special opportunity in this lifetime to heal your ancestors as well, right? Maybe you try to heal addictions, patterns, something that your parents had, your grandparents had, and now it's your turn, and you're like, yeah, I don't want that anymore, right? I don't, like, you know, maybe you've seen that the things in your childhood when, you know, when you were not affected by this and were smart about it in front of your parents. It's just what I'm getting reminded of my parents, and both of them were heavy smokers. And when I was a kid, I always, you know, I even calculated for them how much money they wasted until I became a smoker myself. Late, though, with 19, but still, well, right? And you want to hear this, right? And you're wondering, how is it not possible? Maybe it's I'm getting the dance with the devil, you know, it's just, why? You want to lighten your load because, it, you know, the benefits and the curse almost of ascension is that you realize that, right? And you realize that and you don't like that. It's becoming a burden. You know, when we start with unhealthy behavior like that, this, it's just an example what I got. It can be anything, you know. or then we started to it serves a purpose. It's not to destroy us or something. It was helpful for a time, right? You cope with things like this. But when you are at the time when you are supposed to be ready, when you see and witness and observe yourself, and you see, okay, well, this is not serving me anymore. I don't need this anymore. Why can't I just remove this? And it's this scream. It's this, why? Why for... It's making you angry, I think, at times. Also angry at yourself, because you're like, you were the smart kid as a kid. Why did you even start this? Because if I get reminded of my parents with their cigarettes in their hand told me, never start smoking. Why didn't you listen? Right? It's this, why is it so hard? It could be that, you're wondering why. You want to create double justice. Could be two addictions, that's what I'm getting. Double justice. It's this, you want balance, and you want it now. Right? You want it now. And at the end of this, walking away from this, it's fun. That's really interesting. There's so much of my childhood coming through in this reading, because the tiles here, they exactly look like the tiles in the kitchen of my parents. Even the fact that everything is so almost, it looks a bit cluttered and old schoolish, right? And with the umbrella there, do you see that there's a wee duck umbrella there? That's interesting. And this is golden. The golden metal, that's not really gold. I cannot, but yeah, that's something. Yeah, so that's just something I'm reminded of. So you want to walk away from this, but look at that. What's ahead? So much darkness. And it could be that you're already residing in a dark place because of the burden, right? Because of this. You're already so overwhelmed with your whole life that this probably will make you feel better, but you probably are a bit hesitant to, or you try, when you try to get rid of something, when you try to quit something and you resist it, right? It's this, you feel almost a pull against it, and you then surrender to just doing it. It's because in this environment, for example, right? This environment is not suitable for healing. External change needs to happen so you can make an internal change. It's easier like that. You need to change something externally. It's really with the house, you don't know how much of a difference it makes when you move, when you go to a certain, I'm getting really like move, like leave this kitchen behind, get a new one. Like not in the house, but really do something different. Because in this castle, you get reminded of everything that was, in a house, when you live in a house for a while. The memories, they create energy and they are stored in the house, right? And what you want to do is you want to leave this behind so you don't get reminded of what happened there. That's what I'm getting, because I was reminded so much of the place where I grew up in. And honestly, in this place, no one could heal. It was not possible for my parents to heal in this place. It was not possible. Only up to a certain degree. Well, both of my parents eventually quit smoking, but that was when it was forced by the universe, so to say. I'm just getting the example from my mom. My mom quit smoking because she had 2 heart attacks and was in coma for a while, and after that she just didn't feel the need to smoke anymore. that's how bad it gets when you stay in an environment that you should not reside in, that you need to leave. Even though this now transforms into, there's a golden path ahead. You don't see it in the distance that there's gold, but it is. And there, the shadow of the cat is in front of the cat, right? So this, you still take your shadow with you, and it's uncertain, and therefore you don't know what's ahead, and this probably causes you to be attached to all of this, right? And this reminds me, this golden spot there reminds me a bit of the mold and everything that's in this place, literally. So you want to have access to leave. I think it could be that this reminds me always of timelines also, but it's the number 11. It's that you have every decision you make, or you have different paths and different timelines, and you want to experience the highest frequency timeline, the best version of yourself, right? But to be able to walk away, you need justice, you need help and clarity also, but because it's, who takes a step into the dark like this? It's like you need some help, right? And this is where this card again comes in. It's a past healing, but it's also the realization that you cannot lighten your load when you are still surrounded by everything that reminds you of pain. And you need, you just need a different perspective. And they always tell you to change your mental attitude, right? But when you don't change anything externally, how can you change your mental attitude? Maybe you are really suffering like this person, right? But how can you change your mental attitude like this? It's not that easy, It only comes when a big change sweeps in, and you don't want to have a impactful change like I described with my mom, right? You don't want that. You want, your task is big. It feels like the world, because it is for your ancestors, for everyone who installed this false programming on your system. It will be healing for them as well, but you need help from them. And it could be that you're also getting dreams that something is about to happen that will give you justice. It's just because, and clarity, because this card doesn't look as clear, it's a bit muddy almost. It's like, it's just not as crisp as the clarity card, even though this is a how's it called? Well, this ball where you stare into the future. This could be that, in your dreams you are maybe getting some glimpses that your ancestors are preparing something for you. Because that's what I'm getting, Also, because 2 times justice. That's so crazy. It made me speak German, honestly. Really, it's like, why? I think when it comes in, you will directly connect it to your past, and it might heal you in a way that you also needed to be healed. It might be that I'm really getting someone on the other side, someone who has passed away. Just because where my parents don't live anymore, so it's this that I'm reminded of. I'm getting so much, I'm being reminded of so much, and it's this, this is a Sphinx cat, I think. Sphinx cats are naked, right? They don't have fur. And this for me just shows that you will be, justice will come in, and it will feel like it's heavenly. Look at that. Look at the power of the double justice. You know, because this also reminds me of a cat I used to have, or my neighbors used to have, but he was my friend too. His name was Kimber. He was deaf, but he was beautiful, and such a beautiful cat. So much past in this, right? So much remembrance of past. And, you know, even when you think back about the past and about all the wounds and everything that went wrong, you also... The painful thing about thinking about the past is also thinking about the past and remembering the good times, and they also hurt because you don't have them anymore, right? It's this. But, you know, the dove comes in and lays something in your cup, and it will help you because you need help. You cannot change in an environment that you are not striving in. Your circumstances, you know, what you are doing is coping, and you need a life that is so different from what you currently have, and you're asking for it. And maybe it's, you know, when you are breaking out of patterns, they repeat, you know. It's cycling through the you know, triggers, everyday triggers. When you for example smoke, or, you know, there's a trigger and then you smoke, there's a trigger and then you overeat, there's a trigger then you don't eat, maybe whatever applies for you, right? And all you are asking is that they come in and they give you something that will help you and clean you of this, because it is just, no one benefits of you experiencing the same suffering that your ancestors did. No one benefits from that. The world only benefits from you healing. And it's a big burden to carry, and you need a lighter load. You need safety. You need, you know, something from the outside, even though, you know, honestly, screw all the spiritual teachers who say, hey, you gotta have, you know, it comes from the inside. Sometimes it is not possible unless you change the outside. It's just easier if you change the outside, and then you can automatically, the inside adjusts and changes, and you are wondering, you know, and waiting maybe even, when will the dove come, the dove from the other side, and bring you that beautiful gift. It's really painful to look back, right? But double justice, I mean, come on. Double justice. Takes a lot to make me speak German. And yeah, there's something ahead. You know, it's also, you know, with the those, they remind me of old Egypt, right? It's, I mean, there's a lot of old Egypt in here, with also with the Sphinx, you know. And there's so much in this card. There's so much, in fact, that I almost cannot concentrate, and there's so many symbols that you can be drawn to, right? And the cat is staring at us. Just give you justice. Look at that. Double justice. Double justice. Yay, bring it on. Yeah, so especially if you're having dreams about someone you love and someone you miss, you know, could be anyone, could be a dear pet friend from childhood, something childhood related. You know, they are with you and they see you, and they see you asking, you know, it's this observer thing, you know, they are watching you in your prison almost, you know. Sometimes this card looks like home and sometimes it looks like prison. I cannot say it, you know. It's this almost this cave thing, you know, and it's this, yeah. So double justice. It's like, I cannot even. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pull a Moonology card to wrap it all up. Because this is already a wrap up, right? So, yeah, you can look forward to that. Even though you still don't know what it is, but it's supposed to help you and make your cup, heal your cup, because you need that and you want that, and you just need something that comes in and creates double justice. I'm almost crying. It's just, you know, when it comes in, it's this believe in the impossible, you know, this feels, it must be big. It's big. It's huge. And maybe even bigger than you think. And it will make you cry. Yeah. I like how the cup is double justice. Yeah, so believe in it. And look forward to it. Yeah. So let's see who this reading is for. Aquarius. Okay. Yeah, so maybe it comes from a female, because don't know. My mom was Aquarius. Yeah, so I hope this reading was helpful. Additional info is in the letterbox below. See you next time. Bye bye.